Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're tapping into the waxing moon energy for air signs. This is the space where things begin to build, expand, and come to life. This is the phase of momentum, of nurturing a desire, and actually starting to see it take shape. So as you settle in, take a deep breath. Allow yourself to soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and gently come into this present moment. I want you to bring a dream to mind, something you've been thinking about, calling in, or maybe even doubting a little. Hold that vision gently. As you do so, ask yourself this question. What is one version of me I am ready to grow into right now? I want you to hold that version as we move into this reading. Be sure to tap like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love connecting with you. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and jump in. We are going to start with a wisdom of the oracle to get a general energy for air signs for this waxing moon energy. What messages are coming through for air signs? All right, thank you, Spirit. And air signs, we are getting for you to the sea. We have number 7. So I'm getting flow. I'm getting drifting. I'm getting just allowing things to come and go. I'm getting adventure too. So just a soft, simple, flowing energy. Let's go ahead and see what message is coming through for air signs for to the sea. All right, here we go. All right, to the sea, our essential meanings: being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. The oracle message: isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. So, air signs, again, just a lot of flow. I'm getting flow with, again, water, drifting, moving to sea, but like wind, flow with wind too. You are airy. You're all about air and movement. And so I'm getting flow of thoughts, flow of energy, flow of things that you're working on, just the perfect conditions. So a great card to have during this waxing moon cycle, because there's not a level of resistance. And if you are starting to feel a level of resistance when it comes to what you're working on, what you're building, then that is an energy, that is a kind of a message from Spirit saying, hey, that might not be right for you. So that is something to think about. We had the world that just jumped out, so we're going to jump into tarot. So I'm getting, again, an ending of a cycle, a beginning of new. So let's see what kind of energy is coming through for air signs for this waxing moon energy. Thank you, Spirit. And we are getting for you the wheel. This is the energy you are meant to embody as you are moving through this cycle. We have the 10 of Swords, the energy that you are meant to co-create with the universe. We have the 4 of Pentacles, energy you are meant to lean into. And then advice from Spirit is the 5 of Swords. So, air signs. Just taking a look across, we have a major arcana that has popped up. We have the wheel, again, cycles, moving with the flow. I'm getting a flowing energy with that. And I'm really tapping in, like when we take a look at this Five of Swords, somebody up in their head. So there's some resistance. There's some like flowing that needs to be happening when it comes to thoughts. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what we have. The bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. This is the energy that's underneath it all. This is an energy of choice, of alignment, aligning with your values. Now, some of you could very well be, a big focus is on flow of energy within relationships. This could be with a romantic partner. This could be with a work partner, a business partner. Could be with a friendship. But there is something that you are recommitting to, or you are committing to. And it's where you are saying, I am ready to allow the energy to flow between, right? This reciprocity, this give and take, and it's an investment, and you are the one who's making that decision. Now, again, this could be in a relationship, this could be with you within your higher self, but you're really truly feeling grounded. You're feeling in flow with you, your higher self, with the energy exchange coming through that, the messages. Again, I'm really seeing this really flowy energy that's with their hair. There's wind, right? There's flow of thoughts and movement, of decisions, of making decisions. And they're all aligned with you and your values, you and what you stand for. So again, really this great energy of feeling the movement of energy. And you are allowing that. Like, that's a big message coming through. You are allowing that. It's your decision to allow this energy to flow with relationships, to flow with the things that you are working on. Again, understanding how I'm envisioning myself, and then being able to reflect that back into this material world. But again, it's following your heart, following what you are aligned with, your values, and what you truly are. It's a good feeling. All right, so the energy that you are meant to embody during this time is the wheel. So again, this is a flow. I'm getting that spinning wheel, and you are ending a cycle and beginning a cycle. We have a lot of endings and beginnings. We have, again, the world that popped out just before. So that was an ending and a beginning. The wheel is a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. We have a 10. So you're really in this energy of reflection, right? I'm ending these things. And there's a purpose and a reason, because there's a block that I'm feeling, or a block that has been in the way of you flowing with your energy, you being able to release the energy out there for manifesting, right? It could have been, it wasn't the right timing, right? This is all about timing. And now that wheel is turning, and so now the timing's right. It could be you were building a new relationship, a new business. It could be in any area of your life. Again, place it where it resonates. But there's this energy of a block. And so you had to be blocked for whatever reason. There was a lesson that needed to be integrated. There was something that you needed to heal. There was something that new learning that you needed to learn, but you have done that. And so now it's really shifting. It's really starting this wheel turning and season shifting. Now, the wheel is also all about abundance. It's about good luck and prosperity. And so there's this energy of you being in the right place at the right time. Spirit is sending in, again, those answers to the questions that you have been seeking. The wheel is spinning, right? And so what Spirit is really advising you, if you are starting to say, hey, I really want to go do that, and you are starting to feel resistance, your job is to really take a look at that and ask, is this a fear? Or is this really something that is like, I'm getting a divine detour. I'm getting something that there's a reason and a purpose that certain resistances are coming through. It's all part of the process. It's all part of you shifting into this new energy. And you have to check the flow. So whatever that flow may be for you, be aware of it. Now, if you're an air sign that is like, I have no idea, I don't know what I feel with the flow, that's where you are starting to bring awareness to. So how's your energy feeling when you are walking into certain rooms or with certain individuals? Tap into what you're feeling. Are you feeling a flow of love and alignment? Really feeling that you have the supports, the feeling, it's a good flowy feeling? Or is there resistance that you're feeling? Because that is Spirit saying, be aware of those situations, because that's going to help let you know, yep, this is the path that I am going to. This is allowing the flow. This is going with the flow. This is where I'm supposed to go. The resistance or the things coming through, and it could be one roadblock after another. It could be different things coming through that's saying, nope, you need to stop because this isn't aligned with you. So there's a big energy of Spirit is really aligning you with the prosperity, the luck, the good fortune, the spinning of the wheel, turning the tides, so that you are aligned. You have this divine detour coming in so that you are to work and build and expand on the thing that's aligned with you and your highest good. So again, the energy that you are feeling or embodying at this time is this shift. And so with the shift, right, we have rocky ground. It feels kind of scary, right? There could be fears coming up. There could be like what ifs and doubts. Those are the things that you are to look at. Are they things that need to be healed? Are they things that need to be released? Are they things that need to be listened to and go, ooh, well, that's telling me because it's not aligned, right? So check the flow of the energy that is happening at this time, so that you can really use that to understand what's that next step. What am I building next? Is the version of me that is walking this new path aligned with what I saw as my version of me? If not, that's where you are shifting, and that's where you are changing up some of those things. So it could be a little rocky, right? Be aware of that. Now, the energy that you are needing to co-create at this time is the 10 of Swords. Again, 10 is the end. Now, Swords is all about our mind, all about our thoughts, our mindsets, communicating, how we're communicating, what is being communicated. And this is, again, a whole bunch of stuff in our mental space that has happened. Some of these can be negative, they can be deceitful, they can be toxic. And so this cycle, right, This could have very well been a 10, a cycle of 10. We have 2 10s here. So it could have been the understanding of this is that 10-year cycle. So you're needing to co-create experiences where you are releasing this, right? You are sorting through, or not even sorting through, because I feel that some of you have already sorted through. You're like, I already know this is something that I do not want to take into this next cycle. That is where you're releasing, right? You're rising. You are saying, what is the new, what's that new path? What's the, I'm walking towards that. How is the path opening up? And so it's like expanding. What is it that is coming to life, right? That old cycle, it's dead, done, and over with, right? So it's time for you to release. And you are to co-create those things that are helping you to let go of all of these things that were not comfortable, right? They could have been thoughts that you thought because of things that people have said to you, maybe a situation. It could have very well been a toxic environment that you are letting go and needing to let go right now. I'm also getting, this could be also your self-talk, right? This last cycle, there was some deceit and some stealing of your own peace from you. So those are the things to become aware of. So create experiences where you're becoming aware of your mind. What's happening? Are your thoughts ruminating, right? And I'm getting that, right? There's a rumination that's been happening. You have been up in your head with things that it's where you are the one that has been ruminating on that. And you've been creating a lens that is not true. Like there's a lot of deception. There's a lot of things that aren't, it's based on false realities. And so this is where you are going through and you are saying, I am, again, not taking this into the next step, right? I'm building something, I'm working on something, and I don't want these things coming with me. So start writing. I'm getting a lot of writing. Some of you just need to write out all of those things. It's just to release them, right? You've sorted through them. You know, these are the things that I need to heal. These are the things that I need to let go. These are the things that have been in the way. That's been blocking my flow. And so I am gonna flow by just writing. Like it's a stream of thought as it goes. Again, I'm getting something that's almost like a big run-on sentence that's pages and pages long. And that's what Spirit is advising you to do. It's not meant for anything but to allow it to be released. So write. Now, with that, if you feel that you want to go back and read through it, you can, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is to allow it to go, allow it to be ripped up, and allow it to be discarded. Allow it to go. So you're allowing that energy. So where I was getting like, check your energy, check your flow, those things that came up when you start thinking about that, because there's that rockiness, right? I'm getting like an earthquake. I'm getting like the shifting of plates and things being released. Those things being released are the things that need to come up and need to be let go. Those things, you write them down, right? Those things, maybe you speak them into doing some mirror work where you are having that conversation and letting go of all of those things that are in the way. So your job is to co-create these experiences where you are releasing this last part, this last cycle, so that you can continue to move forward and you are letting go of those blockage that's blocking the flow, right? The flow of your energy, the flow of your thoughts, there's a creative block that I'm feeling with this too. And so for those of you who are creative types, and that goes to any of us, we're all creative in our own ways, but there is a block that's coming through. So you are needing to let that go, release it. It could be you create an art experience with that. Maybe you are drawing, painting. Maybe there are lyrics that you are, it's like I'm getting almost like a rap, like a flow that's coming through. So you are to use that type of rhythm. I'm getting rhythm to release these things that no longer serve you and are no longer aligned, right? There's alignment happening. And so your job is to co-create releasing of that energy, releasing those blocks that are in the way mentally, maybe having those conversations, communicating so that this can be released so you can move forward, so you can continue building and expanding. Now, the energy you're needing to lean into is the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is all earthbound. So earth, when we think about it, this could very well be your pentacles, your purse, right? Finances. There could be some things that you are needing to do to save. Whatever you're working on, it could very well be, I'm starting a new business, and so I need to start saving. I want to buy a house, so I'm going to start saving. I want to buy a car. I have these things. So it could very well be this tangible I need to purchase. So what that's asking you to do is start saving. Now, save small. That's because there's a foundation. There's number 4 is all about foundation. There's a foundation that you're needing to build. So lean into doing what you need to do to build that foundation. It could be, I'm saving $1 a day, right? Or $1 a week. Start small if that's all you can do. Maybe you get, I got a big jug, those big water jugs. Remember back in the day when we'd have those big water jugs and we'd stick all our pennies in them and then we'd see it grow. Like, I'm getting somebody already having that, right? There is a foundation. Take those. Maybe you start rolling those into the rolls and taking them to the bank, right? There's a creativity that comes along with you building a foundation, right? It could be you are, you have materials, you have things, you are a creative and you have art and you start selling that. And then that profit is what's used for that. Maybe you start working on something, creating, something that's going to be passive income, right? So there is this energy of you right now creating experiences. So lean into the energy where you're creating almost like side hustles. I'm getting a lot of side hustles because there's something that you are wanting to finance. So use that energy to build and to hold on to that. Now, Spirit is also asking you to, again, build this foundation, but open up, unclench the purse, right? Let go of the outcome or how you feel this side hustle or this money or this finance flow that needs to come in. Let that go, because your job is to, one, put the energy out there. What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that you want to save? And then the Spirit will come in and say, okay, let me see what I can do. I have things that I can send your way. I have things that you're not thinking this is how it's going to be, but I'm going to help you. So how the outcome or what the outcome is not what you're thinking. So open up. So the energy to lean into, again, is to create those habits, to create the routine of saving, whatever the material will be. It could be finances. It could be maybe you're gathering certain materials because you're creating something. It could be that you are really utilizing, again, earthly goods, things that are around environments, to create that foundation, right, of what you need. But open up, because Spirit has some other things on its way, or on their way, so that you can utilize that. Advice from Spirit is the Five of Swords, right? Main message: get out of your head. There are things that have happened where you have completed something. Could have very well have been maybe a relationship, right? So we have some people here where you have been in your head about what has happened, what has transpired. And I'm getting some fault. You keep thinking it's your fault, but really it wasn't the fault of any. It was just part of the process, right? So these ruminations, these things that keep coming in, stealing your peace, those are the things advice from Spirit is saying, take those, release them, right? If there's a relationship that just ended, for some of you, there could have been a relationship that's ended, and there could very well be another one on its way. But your job is to heal, right? You have to heal some of these things, because if you step into a new relationship before those things have been taken care of, those are going to be kind of like the sword in the side, and they are not going to it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have. It's like more blocks, right? Don't let those be the blocks that are continuing to get in the way. Now, it could very well be you are spending time on your own by yourself, right? Let them go do their thing. If this is an existing relationship, and let's say you've had some rocky turmoil that has been going on, advice from Spirit is saying, take some time for yourself. This could be a separation for some of you, but you use that separation so that you can let go of these things that are clouding your mind, that's blocking the flow, right? There's a new cycle turning. You don't know what the outcome is. Again, release how you are envisioning it working out, right? Because your job as a manifester, right? I feel it, I envision it, I take steps on it. What comes back could very well be completely different. And that's the big thing Spirit wants you to know, is that there could be so much more, bigger, better, aligned with more of your values and more of your authentic self, if you let me in too. And so that's a big message. Spend time on your own. Release the hurts. Release the things that have been in the way, that have created these blocks. Do that by writing. Do that by walking. Do that by spending time on your own. If you haven't developed a meditation or a prayer or a way that you can get quiet, that is something that is being advised. Find a ritual, or create a ritual or a routine that's going to help you so that you can let go of these. This squawking in your head, right? I'm getting, again, this bird just constantly squawking. Let that go. Do something that's going to help you. Now, it could very well be you do this, again, a meditation. However that looks for you. Do what is authentic and what's going to help you. But advice from Spirit is saying, get out of your head. Let the relationship heal, right? Give yourself time. Give them time. And know that all of the healing that you'll be doing is going to help really shift and help you as you move into, again, going with the flow. To the sea, my friends. All right. Air signs, we are going to grab a way to cultivate calm for this waxing moon cycle. This is a mindful practice that you can incorporate in your life, really to bring you peace and calm. So let's see what is coming through for air signs. And we are getting for you, tidy home, tidy mind. Often the distractions of a busy environment can be a trigger of stress and low mood. A declutter and clean will bring positivity and clear your mind. All right, so I'm getting, again, it could be there's too much stuff in your environment. This could be at work. This could be at home. This could be in your car. This could be where you spend a lot of time. Your job is to go through and tidy. Let go of those things. Things also hold energy. And I'm getting, again, some blocks. It's like, I can't continue writing if I have all of these things piled up on top of my notebook. Let go of those things piled up on top of your notebook, right? Tidy it up. I can't go and create a space where I can meditate because I have clothes that I need to put away. Put those things away. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Tidy up that space so you can tidy up those thoughts. All right, air signs, that's what I have for you for this waxing moon cycle. Please let me know if there's any feel-good vibes I can send your way in the comment section below, and I'll surely do that. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. See you next time.